Hello, Sula here from MistyHilltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. In this video, I'm working on a 4x6 traveler's notebook layout that I titled Spring Up, and I'm using my digital scrapbooking kit that is a freebie on my blog MistyHilltops.com, which is titled Come Alive, so you can get it for free on my blog MistyHilltops.com. I have been sharing it over a couple of weeks. So here I'm starting with a paper strip that goes from top to bottom, and then instead of using a full mat, well, I wanted to mat it, but I'm printing all the papers because I don't have solid cardstock that matches the color, so I'm just printing it. And rather than using a whole lot of ink behind that big paper strip, I just create two small paper strips to create the impression of this larger paper strip being matted. So that's what I'm doing right here. I also run a card along the edge of all my papers so that it is distressed and it will pop off the page a little better and show off on the page much better. So here now I'm ready to glue on that piece that goes on top. I just had to make sure that I get the parts underneath down first. So now I'm ready with that. And then I have a bunch of circles that I die cut, also using some of my circle die cut. I just print them out as circles, and then I make sure when I print them they have the size slightly larger than my dies, so that then I can run my dies around, through this, or the papers with my dies through my die cutting machine, and then it'll work. So here I am creating a photo strip, and I used a background, a black background cardstock there for the photos to go. I thought I had sized the photos according to a film strip that I had, but it turned out that it was a very different size. I don't know what happened there with my measurements, but it didn't matter because I could just glue it on some dark cardstock and it still is a photo strip. And these are tiny, but it's just blossoms, so it doesn't really matter to me whether the photos are really big or not. There's not all that important information on the photos. But we've had a really beautiful spring so far where I live, and it's rare to have it this way, and so I've been really enjoying. So then this, I used one of my dies. It's a tab. So I just printed one of the words that came with this collection, but instead of just cutting it out, simply I decided to cut it with one of my tab dies to create a tab there that then I tucked underneath the greenish paper there. Then I have these little flags that I just cut out, and well, everything is obviously printed first, because this is a digital collection, but it's easy enough. I do use Silhouette Studio to create my pages, and then this just takes a few minutes to do, and then all I need to do is then print everything, and then cut everything, and then assemble everything. So here I have my title, and I have a die cut set with spring and Easter words, so I just used that and then watercolored it with a color that matches the collection, and then the up word there is just stamped, so that goes together there. So I like to have a mixture of media for my titles rather than just using one way, although I have used one style of title before. Then here I have my word strips. These are available as freebies on my blog, MistyHilltops.com, and they coordinate with this digital scrapbook collection. Well, there's black and white versions of it, and then there's a full color one that really matches the colors of the kids. So I recommend that if you're interested in these kinds of things, that you go and check out. There's a whole lot more that is available for free on my blog, MistyHilltops.com, and you're welcome to check it out. So then here I have also I die cut some flowers and then shaped them with one of my ball stylus tools that I have to shape flowers, and then I put some sort of rhinestone in the center for that little bling there. The little butterfly there, I just instead of fussy cutting the butterfly, I just decided to use one of my circle dies. Also, this butterfly comes with this collection, but it may have been from one of the pattern papers, and I just used a circle to just crop a single butterfly from that pattern paper, and then turn it into an embellishment. I think that's what I might have done there, and that's easy when you work with silhouette to just crop. You start with a shape and then you just crop it to the paper that you want. So here I'm now starting these flowers or blossoms or blooms or whatever. They come in different sizes. It was just a whole set of them, and I happen to have this very light pink paper cardstock that I really like, and I'm very happy to have. And so I didn't even watercolor or anything, even though like that obviously doesn't give it any shades, but it's all right for me to sometimes just work with simple and plain cardstock. Here I just have all the tiny little bits of those flowers, and I'm just scattering them around the page. I'm using a toothpick to place them on the page with because they're so small, they're too small for my fingers to handle and to put on the page where I want. So I just put glue on it, and I have this toothpick that I use for all my gluey parts. So it has a lot of glue residue on it. I don't care. It makes it even easier to work with. And so anyway, this is how I'm just scattering these tiny little flowers across my page, and this is basically my page done. I'm going to leave you with some more close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.